listening to the new Sigur Rós Kviker, however you say it. I really like this. Update on a bunch of things. First on Nice. My angst has gone down on regarding Nice. As some of you saw, I posted about my dismay about the records arriving, and almost every box that I opened, records were warped. Not to the point that they don't play, but just that they're not perfectly flat. I got enough feedback that I went ahead and sent the first shipment out. The records play. I want to be honest, because I'm the same as most of you. You want things to be perfect. The records play fine, but some of them are not perfectly flat. I've heard from enough of you folks to say, send them anyway, that's reality. Some of you have record flatters, you'll use them. The other thing is, I noticed it right away. I just bought this Sigur Rós. I love this band. And it's not perfectly flat, so rippling as much as my Derecks. And so, frankly, it put me at ease, because I do want things to be perfect. I do want to present in the highest light as possible. I am sensitive to what we're experiencing in regards to the Trayvon Martin situation, which is there are two standards for light-skinned and dark-skinned people, and I experience it. I've experienced it so much that I know a duck when I see a duck. And you experience it as a black person. Black doubt. Does the black person really know what they're doing? How can he really know about this? Does he have is he creditable? You know what I'm saying? I go through this still, going out through the world. I have enough people and friends, and enough people are cool that life is decent, but it happens enough that it never goes. It's not gone. That has partly to do with my concern. And some interesting comments. I just got a comment from Panergit, who said, "What a strange attitude," and I hope it catches. This is very conscious. I have long hated the way the Western world is constantly trying to sell you something, and they're more concerned about making the money than making an honest sale. The constant recalls, the constant calls of, well, this was discovered, that was discovered, and all the stories that you've heard over the years about faulty goods being sent out, contaminated food being sent out knowingly. Keep it on the down low, because the bottom line is we need to make the money, or we want the money. I ain't like that. I need the money, but I have integrity. I want to do things right. So I've sent the first batch of records out, and we'll see the response. They all play. I'm telling you, I know that they all play. But I'm doing this so that, because some people, there are some people, and it's usually the dastardly few that can wreck a party. And so I'm trying to be ready for you guys. It's like I'm letting you know that, yeah, I know the records aren't perfectly flat, but they play. Okay? With that said, moving forward, I won't do this again. I will not do another summer vinyl release. I'm preparing for the soundtrack release, but that I'm looking at late winter, early spring next year to release it on vinyl. I will be making it available on CD this fall, because we have the movie premiere is scheduled for October here in Nebraska. But that's what I plan to do moving forward, is to release them in the winter. I have had one person buy it and say, wait, don't send it right away, just go ahead and wait a little bit, wait and watch the weather. Other than that, I have been able to trip out on it, my album, and it's gorgeous. It sounds much better than I was thinking it did when I got the test pressing, playing the final products, looking at it, watching it spin and everything, and listening to it. It sounds magnificent. It really does. Someone compared me to Dereck column. See this one? I can't even visually see anything, and that's good. There was a couple where it was visual, and that's when I got all bent out of shape, to be honest with you, and made that video and showed it to you. I believe I showed you the worst offender in the video. All the boxes I opened, though, are affected, though, so all this honesty about this can affect my sales, I know that. But again, to me, integrity is more important than the money. Am I trying to set an example? Yeah, shit, yeah, this world sucks because of money and greed and people's short-sightedness, you know. I want to be part of the solution somehow. Okay, moving on. I received a late birthday present from Sean Babylon Seeker, who hasn't made any videos in a long time. But he sent me a late birthday present, which I greatly appreciate. Now, one of them I already had, which is the weird candy. And I already have someone in mind for who to pass that on to. But he sent me Timmy Stamper's other album, which is Timos 23. And I like this even better than the weird candy. Live at the Solar Culture Gallery 2011. This is what I intend to do with my next record, is to go back to Pirates Press and do one of these. I'm going to do a splatter. I'm going to go back to 180 gram. I'm going to do it deluxe again. I did that with my first 3 albums, Dereck 2, 3, and In Dreama. Those are all 180 gram. Real nice pressings by Pirates Press. I'm going to go back to that for my next brand new album. But thank you, Sean Gallagher, if you happen to see this. Wasn't expecting that. Really appreciate it. The other day, I went down to Make Believe Recording Studios. Has just opened up a retail shop on Friday with musician supplies and used records, and also stocking all local albums. So if you're in Omaha and you're looking for my records in the stores locally, Homer's has Sonospheres 2, but Make Believe is the only store in Omaha right now that has both Sonospheres 2 and Nice on vinyl. And I did a deal with Make Believe because I want them to be successful, and the records are available cheaper at Make Believe than they are at Homer's right now. Once again, I want to help Make Believe get going. But they had, I actually bought a record there. I bought Ted Nugent and the Amboy Dukes' Marriage on the Rocks, Rock Bottom, for $2. It's in great shape. It's funny, when I grabbed this to buy it, a woman and her boyfriend were looking at the records, and as I pulled it out, she said, "Oh, he's an asshole," you know. And I can imagine a person being offended by the woman just saying that. Well, of course I wasn't offended. I launched right into a conversation with her, actually, and her boyfriend. Yeah, you know, Ted Nugent has said things that make him seem quite bigoted, belligerent, etc. But the man can play guitar. And I saw Amboy Dukes around this time, and they were mind-blowing live. This album starts off real proggy, and it just goes downhill. But the first song is ambitious, and it's mostly instrumental, and it's worth it. Marriage, Part 1. You know, it's a 3-part deal in 9 minutes, and it's good. It's pretty good. So I got that for $2. What else is sitting out that I can tell you about? Played some records last night. I listened to One Side of Berlin by Art Zoid, and this is just a masterpiece. Dark, brooding, seemingly kind of sinister, but powerful. Excellent. Myriador, similar to Henry Cow, possibly Canadian. I think this band is Canadian. Really excellent. Played this last night. Rencontre, Myriador. I also have this by Myriador on Cuneiform. This is on Cuneiform. Wonderful instrumental music. Played this last night. Italian band, Minox, Lazar. This is excellent. Somewhere in the region of Tuxedo Moon. Fantastic. Okay, it's about 10 minutes. As you know, once I start up in my day, I want to get on the computer, but I'm going to sit back and let this video load up. I understand that my talking honestly about the condition of my records may affect sales, but that's fine. I don't agree with you folks who say that it's a given that the records need to go back. I don't agree with you folks, or I should rather say I'm not pissed at the record company about this. This is an act of nature. When you buy this stuff, you have options. I'm poor. I can't afford to have the stuff sent in a refrigerated truck or a private plane. You do have those options, okay? They were sent in a freight truck. It's summertime. It's hot. It happened in the truck. How can I blame the record company? I don't. And I'm not going to take responsibility either. I bought the records, they were sent to me. This is the record, the condition they were sent to me in. The records play. They play fine, okay? I'll leave links below the video if you would like to purchase. I'll leave a link to Bandcamp where you can listen and you can download the album for free. I'm leaving it as a free download in lieu of a download card. Instead of wasting that money on a piece of paper that's going to be thrown away, and it's a charge. To me, it's a dumb charge for a luxury. Anyone that bought this album or buys it, you can have a free digital copy of this now. It's on Bandcamp. Just go there, and when it asks you how much, just put 0 and download it. I'm extremely proud of how this came out, and my circle in many ways is now complete that I have released this on vinyl. My first solo album. Some people don't know the story. My last few albums, I've had nice, colorful designs for the cover, and some people have said, "Well, this is sure different for you, Dereck." No, it's not. This was my first solo record. Okay, you're just getting to know me. But this is what the first solo record looked like, and I like this cover so much. Only thing I did was I put a full gold foil-like effect on the letters instead of just straight black. So I'm damn proud of this, and it sounds great. And come and get them, folks. Come and get them.